I also I just have like three new premium Hot Wheels cars I want to show, and these are from the like the Target all the way down south in Manhattan, and yeah, a few of these are the ones excuse me, are some of the ones I've wanted for a while now, but haven't been able to get them because they're just expensive online, and I might be willing to like overspend a little on stuff like Auto World or Mini GT, Tarmac Works, whatever. Hot Wheels is just not something I'm willing to overspend on. I don't think like for like something like $5.50 or $6 they're good, but like anything over that I feel like is a bit much. But these three are pretty good ones. Two of them, as you can see, are from Japan Historics 3. Before this, I only have one car from Japan Historic 3. That was the Nissan Silvia, which I think is still one of the best done premium Hot Wheels. It's just really cool, gorgeous. And now I have the Honda City Turbo 2 as well as the Mazda Cosmo Sport, which both are really good looking cars. And finally, I also have this Ghostbusters Ecto-1, and I'll get to that. But I'm gonna start just quickly at first. First of all, scale. This is one I don't particularly love about Hot Wheels, and I get why. Like Hot Wheels and Johnny Lightning, they just don't adhere to a single scale, which for toy cars, obviously, right? Because you want them to fit on the track, you can't afford to have them like too wide or too narrow. Cost is a thing, but like with premium stuff, just make them the same scale. But still, like this, I'm pretty sure this car actually exists in a museum, like the exact same deco, and you can see a really nicely done orange with these arrow wheels. Turbo orange, you can see like the paint is great. Like this is another question I have for companies like Greenlight and Auto World. Like, why is Hot Wheels deco, like quality control, always just better? And like, yeah, I don't really get it. Like, just I guess the idea is just like keep spraying stuff, right? Maybe like too many layers of paint will obscure the details a little bit, but like this seems fine to me. Not that Hot Wheels cars have like a ton of details, but the details all look pretty sharp to me nevertheless, right? So yeah, not too much. Oh, one thing I do have to say though, it's like, again, with many stuff, like the white paint is too thin. You can see the orange poking out from behind. This isn't too bad because it's orange, and you can think of it as like light and stuff, right? But still, overall, like this is good, right? Yeah, this covered pretty well. Can be a little thicker, but like this is definitely too thin on the light. So this will definitely take the place of my basic Honda City Turbo I have in my collection, the silver one. I'm glad this is a cool car. Just very civilian, very normal, like a cool subcompact car. Yeah, cool thing. Next up is very very different. It's the Mazda Cosmo Sport, also an old classic, and this is just a car like in real life. I think it looks gorgeous. I've actually thought about like getting the Konami 164, which does it have a? Is this supposed to be there? I guess is a question. My guess would be that it's not supposed to be there. The blue, which is but I wouldn't really know. I have to obviously look it up, but just I can't think of a reason why it would be here. So it's a cool looking sports car. It's great looking. I think proportions wise, this isn't too bad as far as Hot Wheels is concerned. So this is definitely worth getting. Yeah, great classic sports car, and I think this is the first time this tooling has been introduced for Hot Wheels. So great stuff. And last but not least, this is the Cadillac. This is the Ecto-1, and it's another one of those classic movies I just haven't seen before. I don't get why. I want to see it one day, but just like things get in the way. I still need to watch Raw, the French coming of age horror story about cannibalism. I need to watch Enemy, which is one of what's his name? Denis Villeneuve's earlier films, and I love Denis Villeneuve, and I need to watch like Blade Runner 2049. But like all of these movies I'm going to watch before I watch like classics like Ghostbusters or Back to the Future. But still, this is a great looking car, and now this car in real life is a 1959 Cadillac. Specific, it's a Cadillac commercial chassis, and what that means, it's like the whole car is built to here. It's like you have all of this, the engine, the hood, everything, and it cuts off like right after the dashboard. Nothing is built. You get like the base and you get the back wheels, obviously, but and they put a ambulance body over it. That was a very common thing, and for the movie, they I would assume, I think they converted that ambulance into this Ghostbusters car. This is really good. I mean, oh, first of all, interesting thing is like it actually says like 1959 Cadillac down here. There's no, I could not tell if there's any like trademarks from the movie studios. I don't think there's any. GM's General Motors, and that's literally the only thing there is. And I don't think that there's ever been like any other 59 Cadillac that uses the same base. I'm curious what that's all about. Now it has quite a few pieces, you know, like the base, the body, window, interior, and you also get the blue, and you also get the red. Definitely looks like a different piece. It's not like, it's not painted, because you can see it like right here. The yellow paint is pretty bad, just pretty grainy. And I want to think this gray is the same piece as the interior, but I can't be perfectly sure about that. So there's a lot of pieces, much more so than like you would expect on normal Hot Wheels. And the grille, you can definitely tell like this is like the classic Cadillac, and gorgeous looking. And one thing I'm not the biggest fan of is the way the ladder is done, because like obviously the ladder will be pretty thin in real life, and I wanted to see what other companies did with it. And I look at the while I look it up, the Giant Lightning version of the car, and they actually just didn't have the ladder altogether. So you get an option, right? You either have like, you either can have like no ladder at all, or you can have a ladder that's a bit blocky and not hollowed out. So it's a nice trade-off. But I do know the Giant Lightning one is going. It's not that cheap on the internet, and I don't know if they're still sold in stores. And just in comparison with like an older Cadillac Coupe de Ville. This is from Auto World 164. Great casting. I just got an error, which is unfortunate, but apparently it wasn't too uncommon for their early releases. And you can see like the grille definitely matches each other. Now, the 164 one is slightly larger than the Hot Wheels one, and in real life, this like later year Cadillacs are slightly longer than early ones, but I don't think by this much. So it's like slightly smaller than 164, not by much though. And you can see it is indeed a bit shorter. I'm sorry about like the force perspective and everything, but it is. I'll tell you, this is like slightly shorter than this one, and I think more so than what a 164 be. So this is like smaller than 164, but not by much. So that's the end of the video. Yeah, 3 premium Hot Wheels. I still need to check whether this is intentional or not. But yeah, great stuff. Like I said, Hot Wheels premiums for like $5 and some is a pretty good price. I don't get a lot of premium Hot Wheels anymore, but because you know I do like my scale, and if not scale, at the very least proportions. But still, they're just really well done. They have generally pretty good quality control. So it's like when I get Hot Wheels, I know exactly what I'm getting, which is nice in comparison to like Greenlight Auto World or Mini GT. Obviously it's super expensive, so I know exactly what I'm getting too. Like Atomic Limited Vintage Tarmac Works, I know exactly what I'm getting, and they're going to be pretty good. And this is like the same thing, but on like a lower price point. But that's it for the video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.